All right, Greater Fresno, Clovis, Madera, California. Greg Wrights Live, gregwrights.com coming at you again. Guys, this is going to be a great weekend. I'm still at the office working because I love what I do. Selling real estate, working with buyers, sellers, investors, and bringing on new agents and getting them to the next level. Brokers and agents also. Guys, this is for sellers tonight. I want to get into some seller activity. So tonight, I always want to bring value. So tonight, Greg Wrights wants to bring value on sellers. I have 10 ways for sellers to make more money on their homes when they're listing them for sale that cost very little to no money. That's the key. What sellers out there want to make a lot of money on their home? Some extra what I call free money. Yep, so do I. We all do. And it creates value for the buyer and even more value for the seller. So it's a win-win. So come to this party. Here we go. I'm only going to give you one tip at a time. I've got 10 tips for a seller at a low cost that will bring thousands and thousands, $20,000, $30,000 more in your pocket with these 10 tips put in. Sometimes even as much as 50 I've gotten with these tips at very little to no money. It's huge. So listen up, sellers. Greg Wrights, Wrights Real Estate Team EXP Fresno. In our office, we've got you covered on these listings. Seller, tip number 1 of 10. Very simple. When preparing a home for sale, prior to putting it on the market, calling a pre-market thought process is what I call it. Do a home and a pest inspection. Do both. When I list a home, when I buy a home and I'm going to remodel it and put it back on the market, or one of our rentals, I actually do a whole pest and a home inspection. A pest inspection with our pest person is about $35. $35. That's it. Maybe a little more if he's got to drive 20 or 30 miles. But less than $50, you can have a pest inspection. Home inspection, depending on the size, is averaging right around $275 to $325, about $300, depending on the size of the home. So for about $350, you can get a pest and a home inspection. You know everything going on with your home prior to putting it on the market. That's good to know. You should know. Because if you don't do that, what do you think a buyer's going to do? Write an offer and inspect the property. They're going to do a pest and a home inspection. So do it up front. What does that keep? How does that help you? First of all, you're going to have apparent issues in a home. Just about any home has some apparent issues. Even brand new homes have them. You're allowed to fix those damages. For instance, moisture damage and the baseboards coming through the walls. Could be leaky windows, termites in the home, in the walls, dry wood or subterranean termites. You want to have those treated. Leaky plumbing, under the sinks, rotten wood, rotten fascia board, decorative wood around the outside of the roof and the windows. That could be rotten, have moisture damage. Okay? All of those things are part of a pest inspection, home inspection, going over, making sure all the smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors are in, the water heaters are double strapped and legal and ready to go, thus making the buyer happy and the appraiser that's working for the buyer and the lender to make sure that they have an easy home to appraise. By doing all that, you're going to fix all the apparent items, make the house look better and cleaner, and you could call that, here's the key to this. By doing a pest and a home inspection and doing, maybe you don't have to do everything on the home inspection, but you definitely want to do your section 1 pest work, which is on a pest report. There's 2 areas. There's all the repairs, and they're divided up into a section 1 and section 2 on a pest report. Section 2 are not really needed items so much to certify home, but all of the section 1 on a pest and termite report from a certified pest company, the state of California, to certify the home, you have to do all the section 1 pest work. That will, again, be active termite infestation, subterranean or dry wood. It will be heavy leaky plumbing that's causing damage on the wood, moisture damage from the walls or dry rot. Things like that are very apparent. Those items need to be taken care of. That could cost, and it depends from house to house, but some of them are certified with just the cost of the report, $35 to $50. Other times it's anywhere from $100 to $2,000, depending if there's termites. So I can't really give you an average price. It's a few $100s is probably our average, but from home to home and the problems makes the difference. So you have a little bit of expenditure there, but now you have a certified home. You have the home inspection, and you're going to have, we use a very good home inspector. We use 2 of them, and they're very thorough. So they're going to get a list of things that are not proper in the home that should have attention and repaired. The sellers have the option to do them all, or just do the more apparent items that they think is fair for the buyer to make the house more sellable. And that's what I say, do the apparent items. So now, once you do all of that, you can do, I have a certified home. You have a good agent, like the Wrights Real Estate Team EXP, or another agent of your choice that says, hey, I want my home to be certified. We put those homes on the internet, advertised as certified or ready to go homes. They take all kinds of loans, VA, that's Veterans Administration loan, Federal Housing Authority, FHA loans, low down payment, no down payment loans, where the lenders are very strict on the home. It will pass a litany of loans, and thus knowing that the buyer doesn't have to come in, because most buyers don't have much money in their pocket. A lot of them don't, and they want a low down payment loan. They certainly don't want to spend a bunch of money fixing the house up once they move in. So by getting a home that's turnkey and ready, that's a certified home with pest and home inspection done, and most of the work being done there is certified on the pest, you will typically get anywhere from $5,000 to upwards of $50,000 more for your home. You'll get thousands and thousands of dollars more by having that home ready like that. That's tip number 1. That's only 1 tip. I have 9 more to go. So guys, take that tip, pest and home inspection, have that house ready, make it look good. I'll give you 9 more tips, 1 a week coming up, maybe more. Greg Wrights, hey sellers, you want a top professional that's heavy on the listing side, that works with a lot of sellers and gets many percentage points more than the average agent out there. Most agents sell 3 to 6 homes a year. We do that every 2 to 3 weeks. Let's get your home listed. Call Greg Wrights, Wrights Real Estate Team EXP Fresno, 559-260-1777. 559-260-1777. I look forward to talking with you. You have a blessed day. Let's get you more money for that home. Bye now.